Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a general love reading, relationship reading, where we are going to delve into the energies at play surrounding you concerning relationships, love relationships. Doesn't matter if you are coupled or single. We're just going to be taking a look at the energies associated with this. Please do remember that this is a general reading and not a personal one, so there's no reason to take anything personally if it's not resonating. Just take whatever resonates, leave the rest if you're feeling drawn to listen to more than one group. Obviously, there's a reason for it. Just go with it. This is about using your intuition, trusting your gut. That's what tarot is for. It is a tool. We have 3 groups today. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Go ahead and choose whichever group is calling to you, and I'm going to go ahead and get into group 1 with this is actually rhodochrosite, believe it or not. This is rhodonite right here. This is actually rhodochrosite. So for those of you who chose that, do look into rhodochrosite, what it is about, because obviously you were drawn to this stone for a reason. Perhaps there are some healing modalities for you with this. I do know it does have to do with the heart chakra and love and stuff. So I highly recommend looking into the meaning, the metaphysical properties of rhodochrosite. So let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what's the tea with the love issues here. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles, very nice. And we have the Page of Pentacles, wow. We have Traveler. We have Communicator. We have Firecracker with card 7. Or a cracker, those little like things that you pull. A lot of people use them at Christmas and celebrations and stuff, especially overseas. We have reconciliation. We have learning. I'm not surprised that's there. And new direction. All right. Obviously, this group is definitely traveling in a new direction. I feel like that's really, you're really going to come into your own. And some of you could be going to school for to become some sort of healer. This could be any kind of healer, okay? Doesn't matter what type. Think of all the different, types that there are. The Queen of Cups is highly psychic. She's very intuitive. She is mature. I really feel like for this group, once you have reached a certain level of maturity, okay? You will be at the beginning of a new learning curve. This is going to take some time for this group because we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? This is kind of one of these situations where slow and steady wins the race. We do have 2 pentacles here. So I feel like you have some work to do, especially in regards to work and your career, before you're really going to meet and be ready for a serious love relationship. I mean, until then you could date and stuff like this. But that seriousness, that serious relationship is not going to really come in until you've reached a certain level, like I said, of maturity. There is a new direction that you will be taking in regards to this. And we have travelers. So it's like you could definitely be traveling a lot for your career, and, doing some heavy communication with people. But I also get the sense that your person is very well traveled. They are an excellent communicator. And I get the sense it's like you will be traveling for the purpose of learning. Okay, you could be attending a conference. You guys could be starting a new chapter of your life in regards to your studies, continuing education, university, whatever. But the point is like you're going to be at the beginning of a new learning curve when this occurs, okay? Because that's the Page of Pentacles. This shows a student. This is an apprentice. This is entry-level positions and things like this that is going to happen. And the Queen of Cups, of course, is very mature. She's a mature woman. She's not, a teenager. She's an adult. And so that is definitely what I'm seeing here. But it's interesting because we have reconciliation. Now, for some of you, this could be like you are going to reunite with a past lover, okay? But I'm almost feeling like this is more like one of these kind of situations where you will be coming together. Once again, this happens, all of your natal chart is karmic, Okay. Everything that's in there, you signed up for this life. That's your freaking stamp, your soul DNA of what you're going to, your gifts, what you're here to achieve, where your talents lie, what you've been gifted with in this lifetime. Whether or not you choose to use it, that is entirely up to you. It is free will. But I feel like you signed up for this relationship because there is some reconciliation that needs to occur here. And this is so common and it happens a lot where it's like, you are here in this life because you have unfinished business with somebody and there's a reconciliation that needs to be, maybe you two were split apart too early, too soon. Death could have, war separated you, being in different caste systems, one of you could have been like nobility. The other could have just been like a peasant basically. So you couldn't be together. It was impossibility. But in this lifetime, you're coming together to definitely reconcile that. But and this will not happen until there's definitely some movement, like literal physical movement within your career, where there's a promotion, a beginning of a new learning curve, and like literally you are moving to a new direction. You could even be like having a physical move here, but learning is definitely involved with this. I mean, this person could even be someone who you will be learning from, an instructor of some kind. Okay. Possibilities, are definitely there for that. So let's take a look at card 7. It says positive energy surrounds you, love, joy, and good fortune await. Yes, it will turn out right. But the key here is patience. You have to understand there's patience involved in this and it takes time. You have much to learn first before you have this amazing, I don't know, I'm just getting really good energy here, like really positive energy. And obviously it says good energy here. So let's take a look at this card, okay? So for this one, there are several meanings here, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to read them all because why the fuck not? Because especially normally I would just do the relationship stuff in here, but because we have like career related things, we're going to do that too. So with this one, this is a rather auspicious card. Personally, you're on fire and there's an explosion of positive energy surrounding your aura. This card will deliver much excitement and good news is also likely. Offers may come in professionally. Exactly. So dress to impress at every opportunity. You will feel on top of the world and everyone will want to be near you. Celebrations are waiting, so get out your glitzy gear for all those social get-togethers and be prepared for plenty of action. Travel? Are you fucking kidding? I have never pulled this card, by the way, you guys. I have to mention that. Travel is potential highlight for this time too, so go for gold. Wow, amazing. So the relationship message here is the uplifting vibe you have will attract many admirers. Love is sizzling for singles. Attractions and passions will run riot. Accept any and all invitations. So you are at the right place at the right time to meet that special person. New friendships will also be made, but watch for overindulging too much in food or alcohol, as this will dampen your positive energy. So you got to have balance and moderation, right? Temperance. Let your golden aura shine brightly and everyone will want to be close to you. And so the career money message here is your enthusiastic attitude will go down well with colleagues, bosses, and clients alike. You will impress them all with your positivity and business meetings could be particularly successful. Know that you can be the best. You will be admired and maybe offered promotions or win some money. Some great money-making ideas could also come your way. This is an excellent time for purchasing property or selling and investing. Be assertive and ask for what you want. Your timing is sensational. But the only way that timing is going to be sensational is if you're paying attention and you're trusting your gut and your intuition and you're really in tune with this and understanding and knowing that things will occur in your life once you open up and trust that they're there for you, okay? Seriously, this is the key that people sometimes miss. This is a step. It's like you have to just know in your gut it will all work out. And then not worry about the details and just go about your business doing what it takes to get where you need to go. And then everything will align for you, okay? But you have to have that ultimate trust in yourself as well as your guides, that you're going to be in the right place at the right time. And you actually have to take action and be in these places. Like it said, you need to accept invitations. You need to get out there. You need to be seen, because that's the only way this is going to happen. For some of you, I did mention the maturity thing. You guys could already be at a mature level, this means that this could happen very soon for you. But those of you who are still young, I don't know why I want to say this. Some of you might actually have Saturn or Pluto in the 7th house or both, which means it ain't going to happen for you until later in life. I mean, you could date people, but it's probably not going to stick until you reach that Saturn return age and you're like more mature and you've learned your lessons. Because people who have these placements are often very like sketch about relationships, afraid of intimacy, afraid of really opening up, or else there's like this issue with like trying to find someone who's totally perfect or perfection. Well, that's not reality. Nobody is perfect, not even you. So, there's a need to realize everybody has, flaws. Okay. And that's once you start to realize that's when you drop this, I want to say pretentiousness. I don't know why, but, and it's like you are more accepting and more open to relationships and not so cautious and freaked out by them. Okay. Because you're trusting your own gut and your own self more. Okay. Which is healthy. You want to be at a position where you feel comfortable in your own skin. Okay. And that you trust yourself, know your boundaries, and you set boundaries and you keep them. Okay. So anyways, that's pretty much what I'm seeing for this group. Very interesting. Make sure you learn and hone in on that intuition. Learn to trust yourself. Also, you got to be understanding that relationships require vulnerability, and, be patient with yourself. Take your time. I feel like this group also could be very good with money, and you're very cautious about that, which is fabulous. Do take care and realize money is just another form of energy exchange. I think people place too much physicality on it, when they need to realize it's like when your energy is flowing correctly, that will flow correctly too. So keep that in mind. Also, your placements in your natal chart show you where, this capability of making money is. Okay. And if you're fucking way out here in la la land and you're not working with the energy you already have, that money is going to come in. There's going to be blockages, and it's going to be hard for you to really be satisfied and be happy in what you're doing for your career. If you want to learn more about this, we talk about this kind of stuff all the time on my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop down box below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being with me. Make sure to like, subscribe. And like I said, if you want to check out and learn more about, natal placements and listen to our astrology podcasts and stuff like that, we do have that over on my Patreon. CR and we do the podcast together. Thank you guys for being with me today, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye. For my group 2 with the pyrite heart, you might want to look into what pyrite is, what is the metaphysical properties associated around pyrite. I feel like this group is definitely working on their personal power, work with that solar plexus chakra, really get that sucker going and flowing. This is like what you're attracted to right now. So look into the metaphysical properties of pyrite. Okay, so let's take a look and see what's up here. What's the tea? So, wow. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Sun. Fabulous. Okay, we have Sage. We have Knight. We have Contemplation. We have Playing. We have Manifesting. And we have Key. Look at that with card 15. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Guys, I feel like this group is already working on letting go of the past. Okay, if you're not, this is what you need to do. Okay, it's time to move the fuck on, okay, and take a new direction. And it's okay to dabble and play around with different techniques in learning how to let go. Some of you might be into, journaling to go over and deal with the past. Some of you are more into the meditation or both, okay? Some of you are like literally tapping into physical movement in order to become more confident and, unclog those energy centers. And some of you are definitely like, I feel like everybody here is definitely into contemplating how far you've come. You're definitely, I feel like this group, it's imperative that you do that shadow work. On my Patreon, we do work with shadow work quite a bit. I post journal prompts. I have to post some up this week. Where we delve into working through issues and contemplating the past in order to move forward. We have to release the blockages from the past, okay? Also, there are certain astrological aspects within your natal chart that are going to be challenges, but be glad you have these challenges. The more challenges people have, the stronger they become, which I see this Queen of Wands and the Sun. You guys probably have a lot of squares and oppositions in your chart, like with your personal planets, which is a good thing. A lot of people freak the fuck out about this. Don't. Because that means you know how to deal with reality. And when a challenge comes up, you know how to surmount it, honey. I mean, the Queen of Wands is confident as fuck, okay? She shines bright. She's charismatic. She's charming. She's witty. She's mature. Again, this is kind of funny because we had, maturity levels in the first group, okay? Some of you might have been drawn to group 1 too. But the point is you're working hard on like getting where you need to go. Keep doing it. Keep being, working on your craft. Keep working on yourself because it's coming, honey. Like you have massive success. You're definitely attracting someone who is going to, like, they are like a fucking sage. They give sage advice. They're brilliant. They're intelligent. They're just, wow. It's like they're definitely an old soul. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. This person is kind of like, and I don't know this is night. Like everyone is like cliche, knight in shining armor, blah. But I almost feel like you're going to meet this person at night. It's like weird because we have the sun and then we have night. It's like sunset and evening time for some reason, because look at her. She's lighting candles. She's at a temple and it's nighttime. There's also like this kind of same imagery carried on. We have the manifesting card. It's like literally, and then like he's very, mystical and, darker behind him. I really feel like there's something about this. Okay. I'm feeling for this group definitely, where it could be like the end of spring going into summer. I'm getting total specific dates here for somebody. So look alive, honey. And that time is coming up for some of you. If you are a mature, person and you're at a mature age, past your Saturn return watching this or just about to go into your Saturn return, definitely look alive. Okay. And be open and paying attention and really turning on your charisma, getting out there, flaunting, your sensual, sexy self because it's going to get noticed. Okay. Most definitely. Now it's just playing, I feel like your person could be literally playing an instrument. They could be a musician playing in a band or an orchestra or something like this. But also I feel like, enough playing around. Okay, now it's time for the getting serious more with, where your life is going, what's happening here. I feel like also, I just want to say, you feel you're not playing around anymore. You're done with this shit. I feel like for some of you, you've definitely been dating a long time. You will be dating for a while. And you're just like, I'm so sick of fucking playing games with people. Because maybe you've dealt with a lot of people who are players. And you're like, I'm fucking so sick of this. I'm done. I want something more serious now in my life. And, it's because you're more serious now in your life. But you've definitely got the charm to attract it in, okay? And you are manifesting fantastic shit into your life at this particular time. And it's through your work and that steady concentration of working on yourself as well as your career that this triggers this manifestation, okay? And you will meet this person. Now, new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. I feel like when you finally step out of your comfort zone also, and you're being more adventurous with travel and getting out in the world and visiting new places, it doesn't always have to be some far off land. It could be like literally like where you get together with your friends or maybe even by yourself and you're like, okay, I'm going to go and check out these new like restaurants or new bars that are opening up or these new shops or this new section of town or there's like 2 towns over you've never visited or whatever. So you decide to just like go with the flow, be very spontaneous and go check it out. It's during these moments, not only do you have the most profound experiences in your life, when you're letting go of expectation, letting go of the fear of the past, and you're just having fun and enjoying yourself, that the most amazing things happen and shifts in energy happen, which allow you to open up and call in new things. Because in order to bring something new in, you're going to have to let go of the past, period. Okay. Something's got to go. You need to, sacrifice the old and the past and things that are no longer working for you in order to bring this in. So there's a key to this. Okay. So let's find out about this key here with card 15. So with this one, this card represents a new way of living opening up to you. It is filled with promises and fresh starts, but first you need to let go of the past. When you make room for the new, only then you will fully appreciate the fresh beginnings that are available to you in the near future. So the relationship message here is you may feel trapped in a dead-end relationship. Perhaps you are pining over a relationship breakup or a friendship that has gone wrong. It is important for you to close the necessary doors now so that new friends may come in. The partner you always desired could be closer than you think. Anything fresh you start now that involves meeting new people will prove fruitful and a long-lasting friendship will be formed. So this is fantastic. Not only do you got some hotness coming in from somebody here, okay, who's very intelligent, very educated, very smart, very, I want to say noble. They've got manners and respect too. But not only do you have that coming in, you have fantastic friendships coming in here. This is fucking awesome. Okay. So the career money message with this card is you may be feeling restless in your job, but staying put for security reasons, or you may be in a dead-end job where you dream about what you really want to do. Your opportunity is just around the corner. So basically, some of you at this point in life might be feeling like you're just stuck and you're just stagnant. This is just going nowhere. Maybe this is what you need to get the certifications, tools under your belt in order to move into a better position. Maybe you need to go back to school to get a better education for what it is that you want to do. I feel like this is definitely a transitional phase. Okay. And once you make the transition, this is when stuff starts to really pick up. So, take the time to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Get your affirmations happening because they're going to manifest things once you do this and you really stand in your full power. And it's kind of interesting because we had the pyrite, right? And that is about personal power. Think about it. We have the sun. We have the Queen of Wands. This is all about that personal power. This is about really stepping into who you are and what you're meant to do in this lifetime. Again, on my Patreon, we talk about this stuff all the time. We just did a podcast where we're talking about the natal chart, what's in your natal chart and like what you need to know about it so that you understand what you're here to do and whatnot. Go ahead, check it out if you want to learn more. We do a lot of stuff about, shadow work, personal power. Go over there. The link's in the drop-down box if you're interested in checking it out. So anyways, you have to remember that the key to success in life is loving who you are with and what you are doing. Too many people spend too much time in the job or with a partner they dislike or are incompatible with as they are afraid of change. Rest assured, the time is now to make the necessary moves. Go with the flow and see how wonderful life can be. Now, for those of you who have too much fixity in your chart, like too much fixed energy, change is very uncomfortable for you. You will find it very difficult to let go. People who have too much fixed energy stay in shitty relationships and they end up hating life. They stay in jobs they hate because they're so scared of change, because they're so afraid that they're like, oh, but I'll never find somebody else to love me, or I'll never find that dream job, which is bullshit. It's basically they talk themselves into self-sabotage. It's the worst. So if you have a lot of fixed energy, I send you much love because it's going to be a challenge for you. Okay. Again, we talk about this in the podcast we just posted. So anyways, rest assured time is now to make the necessary moves, go with the flow. Okay. So yes, it's time to go with the flow, people. If you have mutable energy, you already know how to do this. Cardinal energy, you guys definitely are like, well, I'm already doing it. Well, keep doing it then. So power tip with this card is place the words believe and wish in white lettering on a wall in your home where you will see them often. These affirmations will remind you of your goals. Or, okay, it's like eat, love, pray shit. It's like whatever. If that works for you though, do it, okay? My thing is I love to do freaking mood boards. How many of you guys do that as well? Where you put together a bunch of images, whether, I like to print mine out and actually put them on the wall. But you can make mood boards on Pinterest that you look at in the morning or something like this. And that like inspire you. And I personally like to print stuff out because you can see it while you're working and you could just look up and you don't have to look down at a phone or get distracted by an electronic device. It's just already there in front of you. Highly recommend you guys do this. I find it highly motivating. Also every morning, writing out what it is you're, and really journaling, doing stuff like this to, that affirmations. Remember how they were saying, get your affirmations going? Exactly. What is it you're waking up to do? Like, what are you grateful for this morning? You name off stuff that you're grateful. You smile at yourself in the fucking mirror. Do whatever it takes. Because I feel like this group, oh, you've got success, honey. I'm in shit. You got it going on. You have the sun card here. Okay. You couldn't get better than that, honey. Seriously, the sun is shining upon you. Now use this energy. Okay. The people, like literally, you can have the most amazing things promised to you in your natal chart. But if you sit on your ass, ain't nothing going to happen, honey. Nothing. Okay. It's like this requires movement and action because we got the fiery energy. We've got that earth energy. You guys have the capabilities of really manifesting amazing things into your life right now. Okay. Quit playing around with yourself though. Seriously, and get serious about it. Okay. Because you've got it if you want it. All right. So that's it. That's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you'd like to check out more readings and our podcasts and everything else that we post, all the information, the journal prompts, everything, go check out my Patreon. The link is in the drop down box below. Thank you guys for being with me and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye. For those who chose group 3 with the fire quartz, this is going to be your reading. Learn about fire quartz, Google the metaphysical properties, learn all about it. Again, I feel like there's a lot of people watching these readings today that are delving into, tapping into that personal power and getting a little fiery with it. Okay. And, I feel like you guys are more motivated. So anyways, that's your crystal of choice. So take a delve into that. So let's take a look and see what's up in the cards here for you guys. Wow. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is so fucking weird. So with all the 3 groups today, we have queenly mature energy at play here. This is about maturity. If you guys are looking to up your relationship quota factor, bring it in, there is a level of maturity that needs to be reached before that seriousness is going to happen. I know a lot of people want a serious relationship. Well, if you do, it's like it's going to require maturity on your part. And there's a need to release Okay, definitely. There is a little death happening here with the Ten of Swords. This is, again, this is not a major arcana. None of these are. This has to do with your everyday duties, work, whatever. Something's coming to a close, though, definitely. So let's continue putting the cards down first before I get further here. We have Mystic. We have Sagittarius. We have Watchful. Whoops. We have Stability. We have Harmony. Nice. And we have Birth. Woo! Card 4. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. Your person's a Sag, or they're going to have heavy Sagittarius placements. Okay? And it's kind of funny because we have Mystic. That totally goes with Sagittarius completely, because, Sagittarius is all about searching for higher truth. It is about, it's mutable energy. Some people say that Sagittarius should technically be the 4th water sign, because it is very much like that in ways. But it's like, searching for truth, spiritual truths. Also, this person probably speaks more than one language. They could be from a foreign culture, foreign place. They've traveled a lot. Maybe they've studied ancient mysticism. Maybe they've traveled like to Nepal and places like this in order to learn these things. I feel like this person is mature themselves. They definitely have some experience. They probably are freaking really good at yoga. There's definitely something with body movement in this person. They've got great legs. They're very charming, very interesting, very fun loving. I get the sense that they could have actually got into this mysticism and went this route because in the past they could have had an addiction issue where, or they were witnessing it in their household growing up, with alcohol. Okay, so Sagittarius is known for this. Okay, they like to glug, glug, glug. Okay, so, yeah, I feel like that this person's definitely got it in control. They found their freaking bearing. Again, this is maturity here, folks, not freaking teenager shit. This is somebody who's an adult, and you at this point are very adult-like. Because we have Queen energy. So again, this is the divine feminine is really coming through today. Okay. I don't give a shit if you're a man or a woman. Okay. The point is you're tapping into that powerful feminine energy, whichever way you look at it. The men would definitely tap into more of an intuitive and creative and, psychic kind of side to themselves and accepting that loving, compassionate kind of energy. The receptivity, okay? Maybe they're getting a little bit more tender in their life, okay? But the point is we have the Ten of Swords. There's an ending, okay? But we call this the drama queen card, okay? Because it's always worse than it looks worse than it is, okay? Because with that ending, a new dawn is approaching. I feel like you guys could be, you've been working within a team or a group for a really long time, getting something underneath your belt in order to move on to be your own boss, your own person, going into business for yourself. You could be a contractor or, something like this. Because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is definitely, this is like the Empress Light, you guys. She's very affluent. She's, very Virgo-y kind of energy too. But she's very well liked. She's a patron of the arts. She's well-rounded. She's got it going on. This is you. You've been working so hard. Maybe some of you are graduating from you've got a master's degree or a PhD at this point. There's some kind of higher level of education because again, we have Mystic and we have Sagittarius here where it's coming to a close. It's time to move on now. This is exciting kind of new beginnings here, okay? Because again, universal energy brings you opportunities and possibility. You're rebirthing yourself. You're rebranding yourself. It's a new start, totally. Queen of Pentacles often talks about people who are caregivers. Some of you could be going into the medical field. Some of you are again, business women or businessmen, whatever. But if you're a businessman, you're definitely dealing with a lot of females with what you're doing, I feel like. And it's someone who's very good at managing things, managing people, organization I'm feeling here, but you're really good working with other people too, which is fantastic. Once this position, once you're on this track here and you're feeling more stable, you're going to find that your life just becomes more harmonious. And this is the time when you need to be very watchful of your surroundings, what's going on, because here comes that person coming in. Okay. This is when, once you've reached that stability, that harmony, you're feeling good with who you are, you've got it going on, open your eyes because they're right around you. So let's take a look at the birth card here to see what that's all about. I don't know if I pulled this card either. I'm pulling cards today too that I've never pulled before, which is fascinating. So this card, which represents new possibilities and opportunities for transformation, that's totally this, is a chance to start over as you enter a new phase in your life. It can symbolize the birth of a child, a new idea or project, or even a new you. Reinventing yourself with a fresh attitude, new hobbies, or even a new diet will be positive. In fact, anything you start is likely to be successful now. As the universal energy sweeps through, a different journey in your life is about to start. And again, I have to mention, whenever we have her, health, okay? I think of health. Make sure you're on top of your health. Make sure you're working out and eating correctly, okay? Make sure you have a regular exercise routine, okay? Because that's going to be important in creating this harmony and stability in your life. If you don't have control of your health, you don't have control of shit, okay? Because literally, health issues can fuck up with your life. So get control, get on top of those things, okay? So the relationship message here is a brand new love affair could start soon, or new family members could arrive through births or marriages. Your personal life is growing and expanding, but there will be many personal responsibilities you will need to take care of as a result. Yes. This card also offers reassurance for those struggling with relationships, self-doubt, or fertility issues as personal upheavals are being let go of or solved. Yes, that's totally this card completely. So the career money message here is this can be a card of creation. The start of a fresh business, oh my God, is likely. New jobs are exciting and it can be a time of action career-wise. The opportunities are now in your hands. The timing for fresh projects is perfect as they can be given your full attention. Listen to what your heart is telling you and which direction you are being drawn to. You know your true passion in life, and by listening and acting on your instincts, you can plant the seeds for a positive new chapter. It is time to kick those major goals. Be proud of what you will achieve, and you should be. And I have to mention, she's kind of like the Empress Light. And what is the Empress always pictured as in tarot? She's pregnant. She's pregnant with ideas, or she's pregnant with a baby, okay? Very fertile. You guys are going to be very fertile at this particular phase when this is going to happen here, okay? So anyways, there's a power trip. Power trip. I mean, power tip. Just don't be on a power trip. Okay. Anyway, this is very interesting. I'm like cracking up over this. So it says the pineapple, and yes, where I live, it's all over the place. The pineapple is a universal sign of hospitality and friendship. Place a pineapple or its symbol or picture in the home to welcome transformation and experience pure joy and bliss. People put them in like wreaths on the door. Definitely in the colonial section of town, they're everywhere. So, yeah. And I mean, think about it. It's like, I don't know, it makes me think of Hawaii. So maybe some of you guys could even be accepting a position or moving to Hawaii, which is fucking awesome. Which is a big change. Okay. If you're not a native of Hawaii, the people are warm and beautiful and fucking awesome. But to get in with them, they want to know they can trust you. Okay. That I do know. So, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like this is fucking great. I mean, you've got total change, like stability. When this happens, oh God, life can be very good if you choose to undertake this. Again, as I always say, you can have the most amazing shit promised to you in your chart, but if you don't act on it, nothing will change. Nothing will happen. Okay? I'm serious. We talk about this all the time over on my Patreon. We just did a podcast. We're doing a series of podcasts actually about this exact thing. So if you're interested in learning about that, do head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop down box below. Thank you guys for being with me today. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will check you next time. Bye-bye.